Hello and welcome back to another video. Before we start, I owe you all a very big apology. I've not been around on YouTube. I've been incredibly busy. So YouTube's kind of taken a little bit of a backseat at the moment. So obviously I haven't done last month's Scrawler challenge yet. I haven't even filmed it. And we are now on November's box. But I am looking to put some time aside just to film some videos, so hopefully very soon you'll have the last month's Scrawler challenge and this month's Scrawler challenge. So yeah, that's the apologies out of the way. Obviously, as I said, we are going to be unboxing this month's Scrawlrbox. I can't even remember which number it's meant to be. We will see when we open it. If you don't know what Scrawlrbox is, it's a mystery art subscription box where the contents of the box are worth more than what you pay for it. They're all mystery, so we don't know what's in there until we open it. And there's like a featured artist, supplies, and a Scrawler zine, and then there is a challenge to using the supplies. So let's get started and see what's in this month's box. Try not to look too closely at that as it falls out the top. Okay, so this is our Scrawler zine, so it's box number 111. This is our featured artist work. That's really lovely. Caroline art. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Carolina. So she is where is she from? I can't even see. I've turned the light down so because I'm sure it was bouncing back. Gone to it. She's gone to art schools, multiple of them. Yeah, I can't find where she's from on there. Probably I'm missing it. But that is all of her information there. So her Instagram, store, YouTube and Patreon. We have watercolour paper. We have cold press, so there's a bit more texture to it than the hot press. 200 GSM. So I'm guessing we've got watercolours to play with. So let's have a look and see. I did notice that it was all kind of spilling out already. So should we just carry on with tipping it out of the top? Make sure there's nothing left in it. Nope. Okay, so that's our sticker, which comes from the artwork. Our sweet is a cherry sticks, chopper chops. That looks nice. We have a paintbrush, which is I want to say it's a cat tongue paintbrush. We've had them before. The Scrawlrbox paintbrush, number 8. I really do like these. I'm glad we've kind of got another one because I like using it. And then we've got some Winsor & Newton gouache paints. Right, not watercolour, but gouache. So we've got the basic primary colours of blue, red and yellow. So Prussian blue, permanent alizarin crimson and permanent yellow deep. So nice little selection of paints. No palette or anything, so we may have to improvise because I don't have one close by. But that's easily done. So let's have a look in our Scrawler zine before we start swatching out the supplies and see what they've got to say. Okay, so here's all the supplies. Yeah, they've got rid of the QR code to tell us. Oh no, it's there. Take it back. I keep saying it. Eventually I will get around to working it out. So yeah, I do like the paintbrush. There we go, that's more about the featured artist. Carolina Bundula, I apologise, because I probably get these wrong all the time. Scrawler tips, so all about the swatching. So you can keep it moist with spray bottle. So that's like this here. This is a spray bottle from Derwent. I think it was like, came in a set of 3 for £1. So they're not too expensive. Yeah, all sorts of different techniques to try out. Sorry, I'm tired as well, so I wanted to get this film to show you, so, and I also wanted to look in the box. Okay, there's the deep dip, so it's playing around with the different layers, warming up with gouache paint. We won't get time to do this today, I'm afraid, but artist advice. And then we have the amoeba drawings from Scrawlrbox 109, which is the last one I did the Scrawler challenge for. So you will find that in a previous video. I really enjoyed doing this myself. There's some really nice designs as well. I'm trying to see a lot of new faces, I think. And then we have the top 3. So, yeah, Catherine Pridmore, Abby Robinson, and Mouldy Tangerine. Interesting. And obviously you've got the Scrawler community group on Facebook. I always suggest it's a good idea to join if you can. You don't have to be a subscriber either. You can just join if you're interested in the box, if you're interested in the artwork. It's a really nice group to be part of. Okay, Scrawler Extra is all about Winsor and Newton. And there's some interesting things. Answering your most commonly asked questions about finding, where can I find reference photos? So there's some ideas there. And then the difference between gouache, acrylic and watercolour. Oh, and then we have our Scrawler challenge, which is mythical monsters. That sounds quite cool, actually. And they've got some inspiration there. Okay, so let's get swatching out these colours. As I said, I haven't got a palette nearby, so I'm actually just going to use the paper as a bit of my palette. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. Let me just soften the brush up a little bit first. I have got some water to one side just in case I needed it, so it's always useful. I've got a little bit of tissue. I'm not really completely prepared, as you can tell. So we only need a tiny, tiny amount of each. It's not very thick. There we go, we've got some more of the thickness outline. As you can tell, it's really strong pigment wise. So this is the Prussian blue. If I had to choose a blue to have, Prussian blue would be the one I would like. So you've got, obviously, that's the first bit that came out, it's quite watery. But it does have a thicker pigmented texture, so it's kind of between kind of watercolour and acrylic. Ooh. Just splash everything everywhere, which is not good, especially when I've got other work on the desk as well. Alright, so I'm going to just try and pick up some of the pigment to try it out. I need my brush to be a tiny bit wetter. There we go. It feels really nice. I wasn't really expecting anything less, to be fair. It's Winsor & Newton paint, and it's good quality paint. But obviously, being gouache, you can layer it as well, and you don't have to kind of use it as watercolour. You can use it really thickly like acrylic, but you probably need more of a palette to be able to do that. Right, I'm going to kind of See if I can mix this a bit in the tube before I pour it out, because I think that was part of the problem as well with the Prussian blue. Because obviously tube paints have a binder ingredient in them as well, and it can get separated in the tube. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. So you can see the way the paint should be, and probably if I'd mixed that a little bit, it would have been better. Basically, as it's the first time it's been opened. So as you can see, that's the thickness of the paint without water. That's really nice. Once I've done this, I may try and pick out a bit more blue, because I don't think I've done it justice. Right. A bit more water. Yeah. As you can see, it's almost like a different colour, but it's paler because it's like you can water it down like watercolour. You don't necessarily need the white to make it lighter. Just do the same with the yellow. Because I'm going to try and do a bit of a mix as well while I'm here. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. You can just see the richness of the pigments there. Even when you water it down, it's still a lovely colour. So it's a nice little mix of colours. And the brush, as I said, is really nice. It stains really easily though, that's the only thing. And you've got to kind of reshape it as well. Let's see if I can get the blue to be a bit better, and then we'll do some mixing. Obviously, if I was creating a piece, I could still use paper as my palette. It's easy enough to use. It doesn't have to be decent paper. It can be. I've used newspaper in the past, so yeah. It doesn't have to be watercolour paper or anything like that. Just a scrap of paper can be used. Obviously, the thicker paper it is, you know, the better. But there you go, that gives you a better idea about the blue. Right, now to try and do a bit of mixing. Right, so I don't need to really have water on my brush for this. And as I'm not using it to paint anything else, I'm just dipping it straight into the paint from one colour to the next. I'm going to turn the brightness down again because I'm struggling to see what I'm making. Obviously red and yellow should be an orangey colour, which it is. And obviously depending on how much of each, depends on what it looks more like. Put a bit more yellow in. You've got some nice colours there. I'm going to use what I've got left of the yellow and mix it with the blue. I need a bit more yellow, I think. See what kind of green we can get. because of the type of blue it is, it's going to be quite a deep green. It is a green, it doesn't look very green. It's more like a dark, almost black, but it is green, I promise. There we go. That's more like it. And then I'm going to do the red and the blue up here. See what kind of purpley colour we can get. Obviously, it's because it's a Prussian blue, all of these are quite dark, but you can lighten them. If I'd add more red or something, it'd probably be alright. Yeah. Do a little bit more red. And it's quite thick, as you can see, so it would probably layer up quite nicely. Yeah, it's not going to do much now. So that's quite dark, all of that. Probably if I played around a bit more and had a palette and had a bit more room. But yeah. There you go, once it's watercolour. A bit more water, and it comes out really nice. And it'll be the same with these colours as well. You can lighten them using a bit of water. I'm really not doing well with splashing everywhere. I'm going to have to clean up quite a bit. I apologise to the artist. Should have put this more out of the way. Just do a bit on the green. But there you go. Bit of mixing there. Obviously you can go further because you can create tertiary colours as well as the primary and secondary colours. But I haven't really got room to do it here. So I'm going to leave that now. And that'll probably take a while to dry now. So yeah, that is what is in box number 111. And we will revisit it and get to the mythical creatures prompt for the Scrawler challenge. Sometime later on this month or in the beginning of December. So yeah, that's all I've got for the moment. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you can. Again, I'm really sorry there's been so long since you've had a video. As I said, there's been a lot going on, including the relaunch of the shop. So that is all in the description for you, as well as all my social media links. There's going to be new stuff added to the shop for quite a while. More coming towards the beginning of December. So yeah, take a look, and thank you for watching. I'll see you soon with another video. Goodbye.